Hello and welcome to another Power Abs workout. I hope you guys are ready for a burner because that is exactly what we have today. So today is going to be a 10-minute AMRAP and we have 4 different movements for both level 1 and for level 2. So the first movement we are going to be doing is some side to side floor thrusters. So what these are going to be in a push-up position. From here, you're going to jump your feet up and to one side, and then back, and then to the other side, and then you can just go back and forth. The goal is to be able to jump those feet right up next to your hands. If you can't jump your feet up quite that far, just jump them up as far as possible. So what it's going to look like, those abs are nice and tight, then just jumping up to one side and then the other side. Even if it's not quite up next to your hands, if you don't feel comfortable jumping, you can also step from side to side. Just make sure you keep those abs tight and don't sag your hips and don't stick your butt too far in the air. Head stays neutral the whole time. That's going to get those power abs on fire. I can already feel them. It's also going to get your heart rate up to help you burn some calories and burn some fat to really make your power abs pop. So that's going to be the first movement. The second movement, we are going straight from those side to side floor thrusters into some plank press ups. So you're going to be right here for that. I want you to come slightly back right into this plank position. Hands are going to be slightly in front of your shoulders. From here, drop those elbows to the ground, then press right back up. Level 1, we are going on our knees, right to the floor, pressing up. Make sure you keep those abs tight. Don't want to arch in that back. Abs are tight, roll those hips under. For level 2, we are going to be on our feet and then just popping up and down from there, keeping those power abs nice and tight as you do it. That is going to be the second movement. The third movement, we are going to flip on over to a seated position and we are doing single leg or double leg seated leg lifts. So for level 1, it's going to be seated leg lifts, single leg. So ideally, our hands are right next to our knees. From here, we are just lifting up one leg at a time. And we are going to alternate legs as we do it. So one leg, ideally hands are here. The farther out they are, the harder it's going to be. The closer they are to you, the easier it's going to be. So right here is going to be our easiest position. If you guys need, you can also hold yourself back. If that's where you're at, that's fine. Like I said, we're going to slowly, ideally work moving our hands farther forward so we can get them right next to our knees and doing one leg at a time. The goal is to keep those legs straight. If you have to bend them, that is okay. Also, when we are in this position, this does require some hamstring flexibility and hamstring mobility. So if you can't lift up your leg because you have tight hamstrings, that's okay just to lean back and do it this way. You're still going to work those power abs. You'll also feel your hip flexors and your quads. So if you feel it right here more than in your abs, don't worry. It's a different kind of movement than what a lot of us are used to. So it's good to practice that because we don't want our quads fatiguing in other movements so that we can't work our abs. So if you do feel it here, don't be alarmed. That is totally fine. And you definitely aren't alone. And it doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong. But as you do it, I also really just want you to focus on squeezing those abs too, so we can work both our abs and our quads if you do feel it here. That's level 1. Level 2, same movement, but we are lifting both legs at the same time. So same thing, hands right here is going to be harder. Hands back here are easier. Ideally, hands are next to our knees and then lifting both of those legs, lightly tapping those heels on the ground as you bring it down. So for these, I would rather you have your hands next to your knees and do single leg than have your hands back here and then do double leg. So the goal is to be right here for the single leg, and then if you need to come back a little bit to do double leg to eventually build up to it, you can, but make sure you can do the single leg here before doing double leg. Sorry, that was a long explanation, but it's a great exercise to do. Last but certainly not least, we have bicycles. So for level 1, we are going to do a little bit of a modification, and we're going to start right here from knees are bent. Then I want you to slightly lift up your shoulders. From here, we're just twisting back and forth, back and forth. Good. Make sure you keep that back flat on the ground so we can really squeeze those power abs and make sure those power abs are working. That's going to be for level 1. For level 2, we're going to start in a hollow body position. From there, we're sitting up and touching our knee to our elbow, or at least getting close, even if it doesn't touch, but really squeeze those power abs and keep that back flat on the ground. I also like getting that nice big twist at the top because that's going to work our obliques, which are those side muscles on your core. So now you have all of the movements for today's power abs workout, and you can see why it's going to be a burner. So what is the workout now that you know the movements? Well, today is going to be a 10-minute AMRAP, meaning as many reps as possible, or as many rounds as possible, as some like to say, for 10 minutes. We are going to start out with 20 side-to-side floor thrusters for both level 1 and level 2. Then we're going into the 10 of those plank press-ups. Level 1 is going to be from our knees, and level 2 is going to be from our feet. Then we are going into 10 seated leg lifts. We are going to do those single leg alternating ones for level 1. So 10 total means 5 on each side. And then we are ending in 10 bicycles on each side, or 20 total, depending on how you guys like to count. I know some people like to count 20 and some like to count 10 on each side. So whichever way you want to count. So it just goes 20, 10, 10, 10 or 20. And I am going to do one round level 1 and then level 2, alternating back and forth for the entire 10 minutes. Are you guys ready to get these power abs in? Oh yeah, I know you are. So nothing to it but to do it. Let's get to work. We are starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, getting in those side-to-side floor thrusters. Breathing as we do it. Remember, if you don't feel comfortable jumping, you can also walk those feet back and forth. And if you can't get those feet quite as far as me, just go as far as possible. Nice job, guys. Whew. Level 1, then we're going those plank press ups from your knees. The goal is to touch those elbows to the ground. If you can, keep those power abs tight. Head is neutral. Not only are you going to feel those power abs, but you'll also feel those triceps working in there too. So we're getting really focusing on those power abs. We get a few other muscles involved in there as well. Try and get those hands next to your knees. But like I said, if you want a little bit easier, bring those hands back. If you want a little harder, you can move those hands forward, or you can do double leg, because that is what level 2 is doing. Here we go. There we go. There's 10 reps there. Let's get it, guys. Work those power abs. Keep that lower back flat for these level 1 bicycles. Great job, guys. 1 round down for me. And that was just about 2 minutes. So my goal is going to be to get about 5 rounds. Here we go, level 1. Then now I'm doing level 2. Let's go. Feeling those power abs. Woo! Take a second. Oh, those are no joke. Gotta love them though. They'll get that heart rate up, help us burn calories, burn fat. Keep those power abs tight on these. Woo! Here we go. Going into those seated leg lifts. We used to do a ton of these in gymnastics because compression is important, especially when you're flipping and things. It's important to have such a strong core. So these are good. but really hard. Woo. 10, there we go. Getting those power abs. Let's get it, guys. You're doing great. Squeeze those abs the whole time during these bicycles. Breathing, feeding those abs oxygen. Nice big twist at the top. Ooh, power abs are working, that's for sure. Putting in the work, it always pays off. Here we go, guys, you got it. Only 10 minutes, commit yourself to these 10 minutes. You won't regret it. If you need to walk in and out, you can do that as well. Just getting those feet up nice and far. Or if you just want to keep moving because maybe you need to slow down for a second because these are really hard, you can do that as well. Whew. And then these plank press-ups are no joke. Keep those abs tight though. Getting those power abs. Definitely feel them working, that's for sure. They're working very hard. They're on fire right now. But we are just about halfway done, guys. Keep breathing. You guys are doing great. And try and keep those legs straight here if you can. If you can't, that's okay as well. Just do your best. Here we go. You're doing great. Stay strong. Let's go. Ooh, there's those power abs. They're popping now. They're working so good. Great job. Keep going. Like I said, it's only 10 minutes. You guys got this. Keep fighting through. If you need to take a break, that's fine. Then just get right back to work. Here we go. Keep up the great work. That's it. And don't forget to breathe. So I'm like, breathe in. I got to remember to remind you guys to breathe too, so that we all remember to breathe. Got to feed those muscles with some oxygen. Whew. Those are no joke. But guess what? Another set done. We are doing great. We're getting those power abs. Putting in that work. Here we go. Whew. Those look so easy, but they're so hard. So hard, but so good for you and so good for those power abs. Keep working, keep working. If you guys need to take a break, that's fine. Then just get right back to work. Keep breathing. Oh, like lay here for a second. We got 2.5 minutes though, guys, 2.5 minutes. You're doing great. Stay strong, keep working. It'll be worth it, I promise. Hard work always pays off. Here we go. If you get tired, you can always just walk back and forth, but try to keep moving if you can. If you need to rest, that's okay too. Then just get right back to work. The goal is to get as many reps in these 10 minutes as you can. Woo. Great job, great job. Keep working. Keep getting those abs on fire. It's like looking to make sure they're still working. Definitely feeling them. So they're definitely working. They're doing their job. Here we go. We got 90 seconds left, guys. 90 seconds. Come on, keep working. You got it. Stay strong. I know those abs are on fire, but that means you're doing it right. And we are almost there. Keep fighting. We have just over a minute left. You guys got this. Keep working. Keep working. We're in it together. If you need to take a break, do it, and then get right back to work. We have less than a minute left. There we go. We got just over 30 seconds, guys. Come on, get a few more reps. Every rep is gonna count to make those power abs pop. So let's go. Get those abs strong. Great job, guys. Let's go. Come on, we got 7 seconds. Get a few more reps. Let's go, let's go. And time. Woo! I don't know about you guys, but my abs are done. If you want, you can take a second and stretch out. That always feels really nice. Oh, loosen up those power abs. Loosen up those hip flexors because those definitely worked hard as well. Oh, that feels so good. You guys can keep stretching, but I want to talk you through the workout a little bit while you stretch and while I catch my breath. Sorry if I'm out of breath a little bit. That was a hard one. That was good though. I really enjoyed it. I don't know about you guys, but as I always say, it's so much better doing these workouts with you guys. So thank you so much for joining. I really enjoyed it. You guys always push me to want to be better, and I hope I do the same for you. Today's workout was intense. It was 10 minutes, as all power ab workouts are. And we started off with those side-to-side floor thrusters, which just really got those abs firing from the minute we started the workout. Then you're gonna get that heart rate up a little bit, which is gonna help us burn calories and burn fat. And everyone wants to burn fat, so we can make those power abs pop that we're working so hard for. That was the first movement. Then we go into those plank press-ups, which is just gonna require a lot of core stabilization due to holding the plank and then moving our upper body. Plus, we're gonna get some shoulders and a little bit of tricep work in there as well, secondhand to that power ab work that we are doing. Then moving on to the seated leg lifts. We did so many of those in gymnastics. Not only are they great for your power abs, but they're gonna help get those hip flexors stronger, and you might feel some in your quads, because it's always frustrating when you're doing an ab workout, but the quads and the hip flexors are the weakest link. So it's good to get those strong in addition to those power abs. Plus you can scale them so many ways, as I went over in the introduction video if you guys didn't watch that. And then ending off with bicycles. You can never do too many bicycles. They're so good for your power abs and your obliques and even some serratus, which is right through here just due to that twisting motion. So I really enjoyed today's workout, and I hope you guys did as well. Thank you so much for doing it with me. Way to push yourself, and I look forward to seeing you back for another power abs workout.